Hey everybody, and welcome to this week's episode of NuStrength Sugar Babes. First episode in our new house in the Gold Coast, and we've got the lovely Laura here, and she actually knows Emma, and everyone hears me talk about Emma all the time. Emma Skarauskas, the nutrition coach, and she's just awesome, and she really helped Laura and I, introduced us to the world of orange juice and chocolate milk and all the yummy foods. So Laura's based in Melbourne. She's got 2 kids. She's PT and she's married. She works full time, so she's really busy, like lots of the other mums in our program. So Laura, tell us, why you decided to do the program, because obviously you'd already done the Popping the Food Bubble with Emma. Yep. So you had a pretty solid knowledge around the nutrition already.
Yeah, I did, and I was on your Facebook page, and I used to see all the training videos, and I wanted to develop professionally, and I wanted to learn how to lift heavier safely. So that's really why I got in contact. I'd gotten to a certain level in my own training, and I couldn't progress. I was scared to progress. I didn't know when to introduce belts, if I shouldn't, all these things, these little things that none of the trainers that I'd ever seen before had taught me. And so I thought, well, I loved the Win at Life way, so why not get on board and see if I can learn from you guys. So that's why I initially got in contact.
It's crazy, hey, like you and I were just talking about this before, before I'd met Greig, no PT had ever really shown me how to deadlift, how to squat, how to bench properly, sort of structured or measured training. And it's just, I really thought that I knew how to lift. And then I met Greig and I was like, I was so embarrassed. I was like, he's like, it's come on, deadlift, put the bar down. We actually have quite a number of PTs in our program. And I think
I've developed second to none, and I've got confidence in what I do now. I believe, because I've been taught every little cue, every little wrong and right, I back myself 110% now as a trainer. I would train, anyone could come through my door, Greig even, and I would be confident to put him through his paces safely, So for that, it's invaluable as a PT. Yeah.
And so I was going to ask you probably sort of started to answer that question, but, what are some of the improvements that you've seen since you've joined? Like, obviously you had understanding and knowledge around the nutrition, but I mean, I know that your body fat's come down anyway, because I think, we obviously take those repeat principles and we have our own methodology around, tracking and measuring, because a lot of the women that come to us, they not only want to feel better and sleep better and have good digestion, but they want to look better. And we're not about getting to 10% body fat, of course, but it's about, getting to a healthy body fat where you feel comfortable. So just, I guess, talk about some of the improvements you've seen across the board, training, nutrition, since joining the program.
So physically, my body fat's changed. My whole body composition's changed. And I would have considered myself, after having 2 pretty young kids, I was in pretty good shape. But just from developing my strength, the body fat's, because I was already tracking, probably not as good as what I should have been, but I was tracking. So I was already, always, I've been doing a food diary for 4 years.
Yeah.
So I was, but the lifting heavy and the changing body composition, getting stronger, developing more muscle, changed my body so much without me even having to really change that much. So physically I've changed a lot. Mentally, like I said, I'm confident. I'm motivated because I love it, and it's not too much training, and it's just, and I know that it's what I need, and I don't need to do any more. So I'm really comfortable and confident with what I'm doing. And in terms of professionally, like I said, it's just second to none in terms of how far I've developed it that way. And also I'm in my lane now professionally. So I do what I do. And I was talking to Greig about this. I had a session with him when I came up to the Gold Coast, and I said, sometimes though, when you're a PT, you need to have all kinds of clients, because some people don't want to lift heavy and some people this. And he was basically like, Laura, stay in your lane. And I said, yeah, okay. So then I went home and I basically thought, Rob, I do need to. It works. I know it works. So do it with conviction. And if people come in and say, I don't want to lift weights, then say, maybe I'm not the trainer for you. And I've done that. And people haven't left. They've said, okay, well, you're the professional, you know. And, you know, just, starting off slow, but getting people's mentality around, especially women and lifting weights, it's not going to make you massive.
Oh, no, it's the opposite.
You don't eat enough, and you don't have the body, you don't have the makeup to actually do that. So it's all a myth.
Oh, totally. I know. If only we could. Yeah, it's crazy. It's crazy what women think. And, you know, like we get, and you probably had a comment on this, like some of the objections that we get, and one of them is women are really worried about, you know, doing this program online. And they're like, how on earth am I going to learn how to lift doing it online? Like, how can you just talk about the program and the support and how you found it learning how to lift online?
Amazing. So I obviously came into it thinking that I could lift, and so you go through the process of learning how to lift, and you submit your videos, and I'm thinking, well, I'm just going to fly through the first week. But it's so like you guys just hone right in on everything, and you absolutely don't let us progress until we've got it, even if you are experienced. So there was little things that I was doing that were obviously, as you start to put the weight on, would have restricted me. So you guys pulled it right back, said, no, you got to do this, lift your shoulders, drop your bums. It was just, you know, step by step, all the guidance that you needed to then move forward, and, you know, stopping us when we needed to be stopped, and then moving us forward when we could. So it's just support the whole way. And then if you've got any nutritional questions, you guys are bang on it. I don't know how many people you've got working for you. It seems like thousands, because, you know, just the support's there all the time, no matter what you need. So the program for people who are coming online and thinking they don't have that hands-on, you do though, but it's not actually physical, but you do. It's you know, if you can't see what we're doing, you ask us to re-video it from a different angle so that you can see, and then correct and go back, give it another go, submit it again, you're ready to go forward. So there's just support the whole way through it. And even if you're experienced, you need that.
Yeah, totally.
I should get back on, because now I'm at a point where I can't. My progress is slowing down because my weights are getting so high. Yeah. But now it's probably just a little thing that you guys will say to me, and then it will send me forward again. Yeah. Yeah. So,
it's really interesting how, you know, like we'll have different levels. Like we'll have women who've never lifted before. They'll come into the program, women like you who've had experience lifting, but we all start at level one. Like we all start at doing the basics and stripping it back because it's about building foundation, you know? So I think that people forget that, and they're in such a race. They're in such a race to get to where I guess we try and teach that as well, that it's the journey, it's a long-term journey. Now the other one, and you could definitely comment on this, is women will say, I don't have time to do this program, Kitty. What would you say to that?
I've never trained less and looked better. So it's not, what would I say about that? I mean, it's about priorities. If you want to change your body and your strength and your well-being, then 45 minutes to an hour, 3 days a week is no time at all to put into yourself, is it? It doesn't take that long. It's very efficient. Get in, your numbers are there for you. Do what it tells you to do, and you're out again. You don't have to think about anything except for moving well. And it's not that much time. It's nowhere near any length of program that I've ever done before. It's, 6 hours less a week.
Yeah, it's crazy, eh? I think about that too. I'm like, oh, I don't know how I used to train 6 days a week. Like now I'm like, oh, fuck, 3 days.
Twice a day.
Oh, I know, same. All that stupid cardio.
Oh.
I'm like, I've got to
3:30 in the morning, get up, go for a jog for an hour and a half before you've eaten.
I know, shoot me now. All the fasted cardio. Yeah.
Oh my God. With Emma one day I was training for a comp, and that we had honey carrots. I said, oh, I'm not eating them. I've got sugar in them. She said, Laura, they're carrots. And I said, oh no. And this is the nutrition coach sitting next to me. And I'm saying, oh no, you don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah. She's tiny too. She's tiny.
She had a long way to go with me.
Yeah. Look at you now. And the last one is that money. So they're like, oh, you know, is this worth the investment? Like, what would you say to that?
Well, it's invaluable. I would pay so much more. And for me, the development on a professional level is probably where I see a lot of the value, not all of it, but a lot of it. But in terms of, I mean, the service that you get, like I said, all the support, your program with all your numbers, exactly what movements you've got to do, the support when you submit your videos, all the feedback. I mean, every time I've touched base with you guys, it's been half an hour before someone gets back to me with an answer, whether it's nutrition-based, whatever. I mean, you don't get that service from any other PT. You know, so if you're going to go and pay a PT, however much it is these days, it's $75 for your 45 minutes. They don't follow you up. They don't give you a program. They don't help you with your nutrition. They don't. So, I mean, it's very good value. But besides that, the program's phenomenal. So, you know, find a better program.
Thanks. And finally, if a woman was, because a lot of women are skeptical because, like, you know, they've done all the diets. I'm scared about eating sugar. I'm scared about bloody just cutting out cardio. What would you say to a woman who was sitting on the fence and she was like, oh, fuck, I just don't know if I should do this?
I absolutely understand your fears. I've been there. It's very hard to understand how to get your head around and to unlearn all the shit that you've learned. But all I would say was, if you've tried everything else, why wouldn't you try this when it's proven to work? If you're on the Facebook page and you're seeing all of the results, you're seeing happy people that are sleeping, that are healthy, got beautiful skin, you know, bright-eyed, energy, then why wouldn't you give this a go? If you're willing to eat bird food and give that a go, give this a go too, because this is way better. You know, you can feel
drinking my coffee milk with honey and banana.
Perfect. I'm about to go and have my fruit salad with honey.
Too much sugar. Don't eat all that bloody sugar. Too much. Oh, well, that was awesome. Thank you so much for taking the time out of your day, because I know how busy you are. And if you're a woman and you're watching this and, you know, you're just tired of doing the old cock and brock diets and killing yourself with cardio, click on the link below, fill in the short application form, and then you can book in a call and have a chat to one of our coaches and see whether or not we can actually help you. Because, you know, we're not about getting everyone into the program. We just want to find the women who want to lift heavy things and eat food and you know, not have to do the dumb diets anymore. So thank you so much, Laura, and I will see you in the program.
No worries.
Okay,
Thank
cool.
you. Thanks for having me.
Bye.